Hi everybody, Patty Ann here. Hang on just a sec. I've been asked on YouTube, in our YouTube group, can I show a quick video on how to do the contour function? So I'm going to do that. And in case you're wondering, the contour function in Design Space allows you to hide a portion of an image layer by removing unwanted cut lines. So let me show you what that means. So I've brought in this image right here, and as I highlight it, you'll notice over here in the layers panel right here, it's grouped together. It's a group. So I'm going to ungroup it. That's the first thing I have to do to be able to contour something out. So let's imagine I want to contour out this exclamation mark. I don't want it there at all. So I could click on that layer, whoops, here, and look, or come over here and click on it in the layers panel. Once that's clicked on, contour will be available. And I like to make it a little smaller so I can see my whole item. There we go. Now I said I wanted to get rid of the exclamation mark, so I'm going to do that right like this. All I have to do is click on it and notice over here it's gone. Problem is though, that period's still there and I don't want that. So now it's gone. Okay, that's perfect. That's the way I like it. No, wait a minute. Maybe I want that exclamation mark back. Is it too late? Nah. Just click on that layer again, either here or over here in the layers panel. Come down here to contour, and it's still there, you see? And I can make this smaller again. It's still here, and once I click on it, it will be something that will cut again. Okay, let's imagine that instead of all of this text, the only thing I want to cut would be the letter R. So I can get rid of all of these things by clicking on them. Notice they're going away. I'm getting rid of these cut lines, and then the only thing I'm left with is the R. So then I could play with the R and put it anywhere I want to. Let's undo that. Okay, and one last thing, let me show you. Pretend I want to get rid of one of these two lightning bolts. When I highlight them, and notice they're highlighted over here on the layers panel, I can go to contour. Okay, and I can click on the right one and then watch what happens over here. It's gone. If I want it back, just click on it and it's back. So that's pretty easy. Let's go on to another sample, another example. This one's a little bit more involved. Here's the group up here. I'm going to unhide it. And it's a card, and it says, "I love you, Mum." I'm going to change it so it doesn't say Mum. I'm going to change it to say Hun or something. So the first thing, of course, that I have to do is I have to come up here and ungroup. Okay, I can get rid of this backing piece. I don't need it. Now, it doesn't say it needs to be ungrouped anymore, but look, the contour is not available. That's because if you look over here, there are two layers selected. I only want the one layer, the cut layer, selected, not the score. So I'm going to highlight the cut layer, and now if I come down here, contour is available. I'll click it. Okay, there it is, it's gone. So now I'm going to put in the name Hun instead. And I'm just going to type in H-O-N. And I would change this to a good font, something that I like. But anyway, I'll just leave it as it is here. And see, can this be made bold? No. All right, then I would change, the letter spacing so that it worked better. I could do advanced, ungroup to letters. I'm doing this part quickly because it's really not part of today's tutorial. So I would just grab those and weld them and then bring it up here. Now if I went to make it just as it is, this would cut out of black. So what I need to do is grab all of this and say attach. And then if I went to make it, rather than it saying I love you mom, it would say I love you hun. But again, I would change the font. But this tutorial was about using the contour feature instead. So I'm going to get rid of this one. And I'm going to open the next one that I have to show you. And it's this one, Mermaids Have More Fun. So for this sample, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these stars out and one of these hearts. And instead on this side, I'm going to have an extra star. And over here, I'm going to have a heart. So the first thing I need to do is ungroup. Then I'm going to grab the star group and I'm going to come down here to contour and I'm going to contour one of them out. And it's okay. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the hearts. Grab the hearts, come down here, contour one out. Okay, now I said I wanted an extra star for over here. Well, that's easy to do, still using the contour function or tool. I'm going to grab the stars and I'm going to come up here and duplicate. And now I'm going to pull that duplicated layer out and I'm going to contour it. I'm going to get rid of one of these stars, which leaves me with one still, and I'm going to drag him over to here. And I'm going to do the same thing with the hearts. Click on the hearts, duplicate, bring them over here so I can see them, contour, remove one, and put it over here. So that's it. That's so easy, just like that. All right, another thing I wanted to show you real quick before I finish is the same person that asked about the contour function also asked about how do you change this color on the canvas. And it is kind of confusing now since Design Space has been changed. It used to be easier, I think. So right now, if I click on this and we look up here at the tools bar up here, lots of different tools show up, right? Watch what happens to that when I come down here and I click on the word blank canvas. Okay, I'm going to click on blank canvas and you look up at the top at the menu and see how it changes. Click. Look, everything's gone except for the word color and there's a little tiny square under it. On that square I can click it and then I can change the color of my background. So make it purple to go with the mermaid color. There we go. And that's how you change it. So if I want to change it back to something else after I've worked around here for a bit and I try to click on this and doesn't seem like anything much happens, it does. Look up here. You'll see that little color swatch. Click on it and you can change it to any color you like. I'll change it back to white. So I want to remind you guys to join us over at Cricut Design Space with Patty Ann. It's a group and I'll have a link to it down below if you're not sure how to get there. Also, if you check out my affiliate links down there, I'd really appreciate it. If you're in the market to buy something, if you use one of my links, it's no extra charge to you, but I get a tiny little commission and it does help me to be able to purchase things to use for my samples that I make in my tutorials for you. The other thing is remember to subscribe, share this across social media, hit that little bell so you know when I put up a new video, and give me a like if you like my videos. So again, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see y'all again soon. Meet me in the basement with your cuppa. Bye, y'all.